The father is lying unconscious after being beaten by other prisoners. A magical carpet falls near him. The father quickly mounts the carpet and starts flying. The police immediately inform on wireless that the prisoner has escaped. The father arrives and says, "Daughter, how did you do all this?" The daughter says, "My mother helped me." A few days earlier, the daughter says, "Thank you, father, you brought my medicine." Not finding the father in the room, the daughter impatiently calls for him, and an image of the mother appears. The daughter says, "Where did my father go?" The mother says, "He is in jail because the pharmacist falsely accused him of stealing medicine." The daughter says, "I want my father back." The mother, with magic, prepares a carpet and says, "Daughter, you have only 1 hour. Write on this paper what your father has to do to prove that he is innocent." The father says, "Daughter, I will do exactly that." Seeing the police coming, the father flies away on the carpet. The police ask, "Where did your father go?" The daughter says, "My father went to prove his innocence." The police chase him and reach him a few minutes later. The father says, "Give me a chance to prove that I am not a thief. The pharmacist is a deceiver." The policeman says, "Everyone claims to be innocent." The father says, "I had paid for the medicine. I have a plan to obtain proof." A few minutes later, the policewoman goes and says, "Give me painkillers and fever tablets." The pharmacist says, "I'll give them right away after taking the money," and secretly puts pebbles inside the medicine boxes. The policewoman immediately calls her colleagues and takes out the pebbles as proof on the counter. The father says the same thing happened that day as well. A few days earlier, the father arrives and says, "I need this prescription." The pharmacist says, "This is an expensive prescription." The father says, "Take this money and give me the medicine." The pharmacist takes the money and secretly puts pebbles in the medicine box and gives it. The father quickly takes the medicine and leaves. At home, when the father opens the medicine, it is full of pebbles. The father says, "Daughter, I will bring you the medicine right now." The father immediately goes back and says, "You gave only pebbles. Either return my money or give me the medicine." The pharmacist says, "Get out of here. We gave you the medicine according to the prescription." The father snatches the medicine and runs away. The security guard chases him. The father reaches home and gives the medicine to the daughter. Outside, the guard tells the police, "The man who stole expensive medicine is hiding here." The policeman says he will not escape. The next moment, the father comes out of the house and says, "I did not steal anything. I only took what was my right." The police arrest the father and take him away. The daughter impatiently calls for her father. The father says, "That day, because of your dishonesty, my daughter's life could have been lost." The policewoman says, "Sir, you are free, and we apologize on behalf of the authorities. And this deceitful pharmacist will remain in jail for a long time to pay for his maliciousness." The police take the pharmacist away. The daughter comes and says, "Father, you proved that you are not a thief." The father says, "This was all possible because of you and your mother's help." He hugs his daughter. It is true that parents go to every extent for their children and keep struggling for them until their last breath.